Welcome back to our channel. Officially starting from yesterday, it's not only my channel, it's our channel. Tommy wants to say hi to you guys each and every episode. So apparently that's how we will start our episode. Alright, you want to say something? You have to say it here. Tommy. No, not there. Here. Hi everyone. So, welcome back to my channel. Tommy unfortunately had to leave because he's very busy. But he promised that every now and then he will come to greet you all. And then he'll be leaving for more important cat things. I mean, I won't be messing up his schedule, so I hope you guys are okay just with me. Alright, so let's go back to today's topic, which is the most common complaints that we usually get from tenants. And I decided to start with the one that is the famous one, the clogged toilet. Believe it or not, yes, it happens. Not as often or usual as one would think, and thank God it doesn't happen around 2 a.m. all the time. So don't worry, guys. When this happens, obviously we send straight away our vendor. And the most important thing that you should know about this is that you should ask him after he fixes the issue what actually clogged that toilet, because you won't believe what people can throw away in the drain. Yeah, you would believe that common sense is common, but it's not that common, I guess. So I have a clear example of a tenant who actually threw away the diaper of their baby, and when we went there to confront him, he said, well, hey, it's actually decomposing. It's all natural, it's all bio, it's decomposing. Excuse me? Yes, it will, but in how many years? Okay, I'm glad it's a bio diaper, but that bio diaper, until it will decompose, it will clog the drainage. So if it's their fault, you send the vendor, absolutely, because you want to fix the problem in a professional way. You don't want somebody who's not that knowledgeable to go and damage it. So you send the vendor, but if it's their fault, they will have to receive a bill. Yay, we finished with the fun part, which is clogged toilets. Appliances are very important as well, but they're not that urgent. The only one that is indeed pretty urgent, because it has food inside and we don't want it to get spoiled, right? It's the refrigerator. So, of course, try to fix that issue as urgent as you can. Anything else, of course, it's an inconvenience, but it's not that urgent, like stove, washing machine, dishwasher, microwave. Next most common complaint is pests. Ew, I know. It's not a fun topic, and I don't like the roaches. I'm not that scared of mice, but I'm sure I wouldn't want to see one walking around my house or over my bed. So of course that's an urgent matter, but you won't send anybody at 3 a.m. to fix it. Again, third party sent there to fix the issue, but you should state in the lease that you already provided them with a property that is pest free, and if by any chance that happens because of their uncleanliness or untidiness or bad habits that they have, then it's their fault and they should be charged. And you can compare that with using your move-in inspection sheet. Obviously, you should go around and have that inspection with them and check all the boxes with the condition of the property and make them sign in accepting the terms and agreeing with whatever you said that you are providing them in the property and the condition of the property. So if at any point that it's damaged or something happens and it's their fault, they have to pay, not you. But of course, if that happened out of nowhere, because you can see that the property is clean, they don't gather trash or anything like that, and it just happened, you'll have to pay for it. I mean the landlord. But not the tenant. Okay, another common complaint is roof leaking or parts of the roof falling off. When that happens again, most likely it's not their fault unless they had a party on the roof or something, which I'm pretty sure the neighbors or the police would have notified you about that. So we send a third party to check the condition of the roof and see if it needs small repairs or it needs to be changed partially or completely. Either or, we have to fix that. Again, it's not an emergency, but you should fix it pretty urgent because leaks through the roof will damage the ceiling, the walls, and the structure of the house. So you don't want to play with that. Another thing that tenants can complain is the temperature. So not all the properties or all landlords opt for having the utilities included. And so in the properties where tenants pay for their heat, obviously they're free to do whatever they want. If they want to bake inside and make a sauna and pay half of their salary, it's not our problem. But in some properties, the utilities are already included in the rent, and so obviously you don't want your tenant to go crazy and have that sauna that we were talking about and invite all his friends to have a sauna for free. So what we do is we install thermostats inside the property, and we make sure that we lock the temperature around 68-70 max, so they cannot go above that. And of course there will be every now and then some tenants who would complain about that because they wanted warmer winter time. Obviously that's something that you cannot grant their wish unless you change the lease, and you do that, but then they will have to pay for the heat. It makes absolute sense. But there are some repairs that the tenants will request that you shouldn't be paying for. They should be responsible, like holes in the walls, for example. There's some holes in the walls, there's some holes in the walls. Oh, I think the song was like this. I think. Was it like that? Holes in the walls and some holes. Oh, maybe not. But if those holes are from paintings, frames, TV mounts, shelves, that's something that they have to repair. You are not responsible for those repairs. If they damage the property intentionally, or even if it's not intentionally, but it's obviously their fault, they have to pay for those repairs. Pest infestation. If it's clearly their fault because of not keeping the house clean, they have cluttered stuff, they have trash all over, It's absolutely their fault and they have to pay for damaging the property. If the drains are clogged, as I said before, by objects that should not be thrown in those drains, the tenant will be paying for it. And also, something that will make you laugh, but is not common sense for everybody, are the light bulbs and the HVAC filters. Yes, some tenants become so confused that they think that we should replace their light bulbs. It's their responsibility. But with the HVAC filters, what we do to make sure that they change it on time is we actually ship them the filters, and we will charge them for those filters later on, but we make sure they have it as a reminder to change them, because obviously some tenants won't be as thoughtful, so they're not so vigilant when it comes to all these preventing measures. And we want to make sure that we can prevent things from breaking. It's cheaper than fix it afterwards. Anyway, last advice, and the most important advice, is to actually make sure that your lease agreement is strong and you have things mentioned in the lease, such as what they are allowed to throw away in the toilet. I know it's very weird for us who have common sense, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And make sure you have an attorney checking the lease before you actually start using it, because it's really very important and it can save you from a lot of problems. If you have a solid, strong lease, thick, it doesn't have to be one page, don't rush, give them time to read it, but make sure you are covered and make sure that they will not demand more than they actually should. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I forgot to tell you, this is Lavinia with Top-Notch Property Management. I guess so excited to have Tom again with me at the beginning of the video that I forgot to mention that. But guys, you can reach out to me. I'll have my email below. If you have any other questions or you need to delegate a professional company to take care of your property like it's their own, feel free to contact us. And of course, if you guys have any other topics, any other questions in mind that you would want to ask, and I could actually create another video, a future video with the answers, please by all means feel free to comment. Alright guys, so until next time, have a great day! ¿Cómo estás? Mira. Desde comenta. Estaba con bien, pero casi mucho más registrado. Ya.